Bonjour, mes amis. I thought I'd read you a book today. It's a rather familiar story. It's my story, Beauty and the Beast. Okay, let's get started. One cold evening, a poor old woman knocked on the door of a castle in a forest. A handsome prince answered. The old woman asked for a place to stay in exchange for a beautiful red rose. The prince was disgusted by the woman's appearance and turned her away. Suddenly, the woman magically changed into a beautiful enchantress. She turned the selfish prince into an ugly beast and cast a spell on everyone in his castle. For the spell to be broken, the prince would have to learn to love and be loved in return before the last enchanted rose petal fell. A beautiful and kind girl named Belle lived in a nearby village. Belle was smart and loved to read books about exciting adventures. Gaston wanted to marry Belle because she was so beautiful. But unlike the other girls in the village, Belle wasn't interested in Gaston. She knew he was vain and only really loved himself. Oh goodness, this book's so complimentary. There's me in the village, and there's Gaston with some of the other girls in the village, being very vain as always. Belle's father, Maurice, was an inventor. One day, Maurice and his horse, Philippe, headed off to a fair with his newest invention. Maurice and Philippe soon got lost in the dark and scary forest. Philippe became frightened and threw Maurice to the ground, then ran away. Maurice struggled alone through the woods and came upon a castle gate. He pushed the gate open after narrowly escaping a pack of angry wolves. There's Papa right there with Philippe headed off to the science fair. And there's Papa being cornered by all the scary wolves outside the castle gates. Goodness. Maurice entered the castle. It was unlike anything he had ever seen. The people in the castle had been transformed into enchanted objects. Lumiere the candelabrum and Cogsworth the clock greeted Maurice and made him feel welcome. And you can see some of those friends right here. There's Chip, Teacup, and Lumiere the candelabrum. They both made Papa feel so welcome when he was so scared. Suddenly, an angry beast barged into the room. He was not happy to find a stranger in his castle. He grabbed Maurice and dragged him to the dungeon. And there's Papa right there. Cogsworth and Lumiere and Otto the dog. And there's the beast. Oh goodness, he looks so scary. When Philippe returned home without Maurice, Belle knew her father was in trouble. She begged the horse to take her to him. After a frightening ride through the forest, Belle and Philippe arrived at the enormous castle. Belle rushed inside. Belle found her father locked in a cell. They hugged through the bars as Maurice tried to explain what had happened. Then they heard loud footsteps coming towards them. And there's me with Philippe right there in front of the castle. And there's me with Papa in front of the dungeon he's in. So scary. The beast was furious when he saw another stranger in his castle. Belle was terrified, but she pleaded with the beast to release her father. "Take me instead," she begged. She promised to stay with the beast forever in exchange for her father's freedom. The beast agreed. There's all three of us together. Me with Papa on one side and the beast on the other. Maurice returned to the village. He told Gaston and the other villagers about the beast. He begged everyone to help him rescue Belle, but they all thought he was crazy. And Papa's not crazy, is he? He's a genius. Back at the castle, the beast offered Belle a room instead of the cold cell. "You can go anywhere you'd like except the West Wing," he warned. Belle was outraged by the beast's behavior and sad that she would never see her father again. The beast left, and to Belle's surprise, the objects in her room started to talk. A kind teapot named Mrs. Potts and her son Chip tried to make Belle feel better. I know, this is the part with you guys. Oh. There's Papa in the tavern with Gaston. There's me in my room with, let's see, who's all there? It's Chip and Cogsworth, and Mrs. Potts, and Babette the feather duster. Belle's new enchanted friends invited her to the dining room for an extravagant feast. "Be our guest!" exclaimed Lumiere. The spoons danced, the napkins twirled, and bottles popped their corks. Belle couldn't believe her eyes. There's all my new friends in the dining room. I know, this part has you guys too. After dinner, Belle explored the castle. Despite the beast's warning, she entered the forbidden West Wing, where she found the beast's enchanted rose. The beast grabbed the rose before Belle could touch it. "Get out!" he roared. Belle was terrified. She ran out of the castle and found Philippe, but they didn't get far. The woods were too dark and dangerous. Hungry wolves soon surrounded them. Belle was in trouble. There's the beast right there with the enchanted rose. There's me, surrounded by all of the scary, hungry wolves. So scary. Suddenly, the beast arrived. He fought off the wolves with his bare hands and saved Belle. The wolves fled, but not before the beast was badly injured. Belle returned to the castle with the beast to tend to his wounds. "Thank you for saving my life," she said. She was truly grateful for the beast's help. "You're welcome," said the beast. And there's the beast fighting off that pack of hungry wolves. And there's me making sure the beast is okay. After that, Belle and the beast spent a lot of time together. The beast showed Belle his enormous library. Belle taught him to be patient and to use good manners. Belle began to see the beast differently. She saw he had a kind heart. The beast was also learning to care for someone other than himself. He hoped that maybe one day the spell could be broken. And there's the beast and I, with all the birds in the garden. during the winter time. One evening, the Beast invited Belle to a special dinner. He remembered to use good manners just as Belle had taught him. After dinner, they danced in the grand ballroom. Their feelings for each other grew even stronger. The Beast asked Belle if she was happy. "Yes," said Belle, "but I wish I could see my father again." And there's the Beast and I in the ballroom, and me in my big gold ball gown. The Beast gave Belle a magic mirror. In it, Belle could see whatever she wished, and when she looked, an image of Maurice appeared. He was lost in the woods, and he looked sick, weak, and in need of help. "You must go to him," said the Beast sadly. He released Belle as his prisoner and gave her the magic mirror so she would remember him. And there's me with the enchanted mirror and the Beast feeling very sad because I had to go and see how Papa was doing. Belle found her father and took him back to the village. But Gaston told everyone Maurice was crazy and should be sent away. "He thinks he's seen a beast," shouted Gaston. To prove that her father wasn't crazy, Belle showed Gaston the Beast in the magic mirror. Gaston was shocked. He convinced the villagers that the Beast was dangerous. He locked Belle and Maurice in their own cellar. Then he gathered a group of people and set out to attack the Beast. There's Gaston and Gaston and the rest of the villagers after he told everyone that Papa was crazy. But Papa's not crazy, is he? He's a genius. He makes so many wonderful inventions. The angry mob found the castle and marched inside. The enchanted furniture and dishes fought off the nasty intruders. Gaston searched the castle for the Beast. Back in the village, Belle managed to escape from the cellar. She rushed to the castle to stop Gaston. And here are all the many, many brave pieces of furniture in the castle, defending it from all of the angry villagers. Gaston had found the Beast and was ready to attack. At first, the Beast didn't want to fight. He was very sad that Belle had left, but to his surprise, Belle returned. He regained his confidence and started to fight back against Gaston. And there's Gaston and the Beast and I, all in the balcony right there. But the Beast was badly hurt. Belle tried to comfort him. "You came back," he said, struggling to speak. He was happy to see Belle despite his pain. Belle laid her head on his chest and began to cry. As the enchanted rose petal Belle was about to fall, Belle whispered, "I love you." Just then, something magical happened. There's all the magic floating down, shooting down around us. So exciting. The Beast rose into the air. Rays of sparkling light hit the ground. The Beast began to transform. His claws turned into hands, and his fur disappeared. He was human again. The spell was broken. There's the Beast, mid-transformation. Me right there. And surprise. So exciting. Belle saw that the beast was actually a prince. She was amazed. "Belle, it's me," declared the prince. She felt his soft hair and rubbed his smooth face. She looked deeply into his eyes. "It is you!" she exclaimed. There's the beast as the prince. After his transformation, Belle and her prince joyfully danced together. Their love for each other had broken the spell. Mrs. Potts, Lumiere, Cogsworth, and the other enchanted objects changed back to their human selves, and they all lived happily ever after. There's me in the ballroom with the prince and all of our castle friends right there, like Mrs. Potts and Lumiere and Cogsworth, all in their human forms. I do hope you enjoyed story time. I hope to read many other stories to you very soon.
Hey everyone, it's Estrella here, and we at Kids Can Cosplay hope you enjoyed our segment of Storytime with Belle. If you like what you saw, give our video a thumbs up, subscribe to us, and hit that notification bell to be updated on all of our future videos. Before we go, we would love to give a shout out to some of our amazing young kids out there. We have Lexi, who's age 6, and then we have a whole family of Peyton, Liam, and Chloe, ages 9, 8, and 5. If you want to be part of our next adventure, just comment down below in order to be featured in some of our future videos. Until then, just check out all of our social medias or at kidscancosplay.org. We at KCC would love to see you next time. Bye!